This broadcast is copyright Polk County Christian School, 2490 West Tower Drive, Bolivar, Missouri. Stop by our school to see what we are doing to provide a Christian education for students in our area. All rights reserved.
All right, folks, we're live. This is February 6, 2026. Polk County Christian School Knights High School Girls hosting Rolla Royals High School Girls. The Knights are wearing white and Royals wearing dark blue. All right, folks, we're ready for tip-off. Sandage on the line to tip off for the Knights. Gets the ball to Destiny. Knights are going to the left. Destiny passing it across court to Sandage. Up top to Hale. Hale over to Gray on the near side. Gray inside to Sandage. One dribble toward the basket, and there's a block. Ref says before the shot, that's on 2-0. Ariana bringing the ball in for the Knights. Over to Gray under the basket. Missed the shot. And Rolla, number 20, picking the shot up. Gives it over to number 5 to bring it back. 5 bounced it. But Peyton Gray there for the steal. Making a fast break. Puts it up. And missed the shot. Rolla gets it back. They're going to slow it up and bring it across this time. And there's Peyton with another steal. Making a fast break. Putting the shot up. Missed that one. And 20 gets the rebound. 20, long pass down court to Hale. Hale picking it up. Gives the ball over to Destiny to bring it back. Destiny over to Gray on the far side. Gray down to Sandage in the corner. No shot. Sandage up to Hale. Hale up to Destiny. Destiny to the near side to Gray. Gray driving into the paint and putting it up. And a little short of the basket. 20 picks it up, puts it out to 10. Rolla 10 bringing it across. Back up to 20. Inside the, intended for 25. Destiny stealing that pass. Making a fast break, passing it, trying to get it Sandage. And it's tipped out by Rolla. Ariana bringing the ball in for the Knights. She's putting it over to Sandage under the basket, turning around, trying to get the shot up, and tipped. No shot, and so Rolla bringing it back over to 25 under the basket and tipped out by Ariana. And there's a push. Not sure who that was on. Folks, while we're, I'm going to work on getting that scoreboard showing on screen. It's still 0-0, 6 minutes and 16 seconds left in the first quarter. It's going to take me a minute. I was running a little behind. Okay. Sandage up top to Destiny. Driving into the top of the paint, passing it to Ariana. And I don't think Ariana heard her quite fast enough, but Hale picks up the shot, drives to the basket, puts it up, and jump ball between Peyton Gray and 25, or 05. Yep, 05. No shot was made. Well, no basket. An attempt was made. All right, over to, I can't see that number, 14, I think. Yep, and jump ball. Folks, I'm just going to turn off that camera in the meantime until I can get it connected and showing correctly. That'll probably be after the first quarter, unless we get a timeout. Ariana put a shot up. It was a miss. She got the rebound, and there's Peyton Gray with a beautiful two-point shot. Knights, first one's on the board. It's 2-0. 5 minutes, 18 seconds left in the first quarter. 20, bringing the ball over to 10, and it's out of bounds off Rolla. Destiny bringing the ball across for the Knights. Swinging around the defender, right into the paint, puts up a gentle layup, missed that, and there's a whistle. Ref says 0-5. I think that's on Rolla, so I think it's Knights ball under the basket. Yep, that's 2 fouls for Rolla. And Ariana bringing the ball in for the Knights. Passing it over to Sandage under the basket, and she gets a rebound, goes for the putback, and that's a good shot. Rolla 20, bringing the ball down for Rolla. Meeting Peyton Gray at the center court line, swinging to the far side, driving down the sideline, bounce pass, down to the corner. She's inside the arc, puts it up, missed it, and Sandage getting the rebound. Sandage driving down, making a fast break, straight down to the paint, putting the shot up. And that's a miss, but 0-5. Rolla picked it up. She's making a fast break. Gets down to Hale. Slows down, puts it back up top to 20. She's driving down to the free throw line, puts up an effort off the backboard, and 5 ends up with a rebound. Passes it out to 14. 14 at the elbow. Puts a shot up, missed it. Ariana picks up the rebound, gives it Sandage. Sandage out to Hale. Hale back to Destiny. Destiny's going to bring it down. Over to Ariana. Ariana to Sandage in the corner, driving along the baseline, putting a shot up. Ref said she stepped out of bounds, just barely, but I believe it. She was close to it, so it's Rolla's ball, no basket. 4-0 on the scoreboard at the moment. 20 bringing the ball across. Down to the near side, bounce pass inside to 5. And 5 up to 14. 14 driving down. No shot. She spins around, gives it back to 20. The ball's on the floor. Destiny on it, but they keep it. Put up shot. Sandage picking up the rebound off the missed shot. Passing it across court to Destiny. Destiny passing it down to Hale in the corner. Inside to Ariana. Ariana puts it straight up for 2. Beautiful teamwork, folks. All right, Rolla bringing the ball back down, 6-0. 3 minutes and 17 seconds left. Number 20 up top with the ball. She's going around Gray, driving straight down into the paint. Bounce pass to number 5, who's open. Missed the shot, but Rolla picks it back up, puts it back up there, and Ariana gets the rebound off that missed shot. Gives it over to Sandage. Sandage to Destiny to bring it down. Destiny going around their defender, driving straight down to the paint, puts it out to Ariana for a long 2-point shot, and that's a little short. Rolla picks up the rebound, number 14. She's bringing it across for Rolla and slowing it up, giving it to 20. 20 passing it. Yeah, she's going to dribble over to the other side. Down, passing it down to the corner, bounce pass back to her, and draws a foul during the shot. That was a good play. 6-0 as Rolla goes to the free throw line, I believe. Shooting for 2, that's correct. Rolla's first free throw was a miss. Number 20 going for her second shot. And that one, off the front of the rim. Nora Everson getting that rebound, gives it to Sandage. Sandage over to Destiny to bring it down. Destiny back to Sandage. Sandage down to Destiny under the basket and turns around, puts shot up, it's a miss. Presley getting that rebound, gives it to Ariana. Ariana goes up and missed, and 20 with the rebound. 20 bringing it down for Rolla. Over to 14. 14 back up top to 20. 20 down to the corner, no shot, puts it inside to 5. 5 back out to 20, just inside the arc, and there's a basket. Rolla gets it in for 2. Ariana bringing the ball into Destiny. Destiny bringing it across. And timeout, Knights. All right, folks, while we're on a brief timeout, I'm going to see if I can get that keyboard connected so that I can fix that scoreboard. Well, I'm struggling. There are a truckload of devices here in the gym. And so, of course, my laptop is trying to browse through all of them and find the keyboard. Well, Knights are back out on the court. All right, looks like I am not going to get it connected right now. Rolla gets one shot at the free throw. It's 6-2 currently on the scoreboard here. And that's a beautiful shot, folks. Nothing but net on that free throw. 6-3. And now it's Rolla's ball. And folks, I'll be honest, I'm not sure why she got that shot. I think that normally comes with like a technical or something. I didn't see anything like that, but I'm not disputing it, and I was distracted while we were on that timeout. All right, ball's into Destiny. Destiny trying to make a fast break of it, passing it over to Sandage, who was wide open, and look at that. Champion-level team play there. Wow. That was good for a basket. It's 8-3. And Rolla, 20, passing it over to 10. 10-5. 5 going for a jump shot, and close, but not quite. Presley with the rebound, and Rolla, 5, getting on the ball, so it's a jump ball. And I can't see the possession arrow down on the scorer's table from here, so I can't tell which way that's pointing. Rolla got possession. They put it up, missed the shot. Ariana getting the rebound, and another jump ball. No, that was a holding. Okay, so it's white ball. 3 fouls for Rolla, 1 foul for the Knights. Ariana bringing it into her sister Destiny. Destiny bringing the ball across. Destiny's 21, Ariana's 13. Over to Sandage, 0-0, into Aaliyah Presley. Aaliyah out to Destiny. And Destiny swinging it over to the far side, gives it up to Ariana, who puts it up, missed. But Presley there for the putback, she missed. And Ariana for another putback. Nope, it's across the basket. Presley passing it out to Sandage. And it's across the basket and out of bounds. Ref says, I think it's out on blue, so it's white ball. Ariana passing the ball in. And up top to Destiny. Destiny down to Ariana in the corner, back up top to Sandage at the free throw line. Spin it around, putting it up for two. Presley going for the, put back and around the rim and back out. And 20 making a fast break. Nobody to pass it to, so she sends it sideways to 33. Then over to 10, I believe. And the pass is stolen. Destiny trying to make that fast break, and the ball is out on blue, ref says. I didn't see what happened, but that's the signal from the ref. So it's going to be white ball on the sideline. Ariana bringing the ball in for the Knights. She gives it into Destiny. Destiny to Ariana in the corner. And tipped out of bounds on blue. Ariana bringing the ball back in again. Up to Destiny, up top. On the far side, she's passing across court to Sandage. Sandage inside, intended for a Knight, and there wasn't one moving that way. So 20 picks the ball up, and she trying to make a fast break. And folks, there's the buzzer. That's the end of the first quarter. All right, I am going to work on that scoreboard. So bear with me for a minute, and we'll see if we can get that going. Now it looks like I'm going to have a keyboard for that. And I can't get one to pop up here. Huh. White ball on the far sideline. I'm still going to mess with that for a bit. Yeah. Now, I'm going to turn it off for the time being. Ariana putting the shot up, missed it, and blue picking the ball up. Sandage getting the ball back. Over to Hale. Hale to Destiny. Destiny around to Gray. Gray driving down to the baseline, putting up a beautiful shot, and it's good for two. Rolla brings the ball in. 20's going to bring it across. Destiny meeting her about halfway through their backcourt, and she's needing help. Gets it from 14, almost out of bounds, but not. Oh, ball's out of bounds, and it's still Rolla's ball out on white. .25 bringing the ball in for Rolla, passing it into 20, and 20 bringing it across over, well, and yep, she got it, intended for 10. She picked it up, and the ball's out of bounds. Still Blues ball, I believe. Yep, Rolla's bringing the ball in. 25 up to, intended for 20, but Destiny stole the pass, drives down, puts a shot up, missed the shot, but Rolla grabs it. 20's bringing it back. She's making a fast break. Bounce pass down to 10, who puts a shot up, missed it, and whistle. Ball's out of bounds on white. So it's Rolla's ball. 20 bringing the ball in. And up top to 14 from the elbow, puts a shot up, and it's out of bounds. So it's Knight's ball. Score is 10-3. Ariana bringing the ball back into Destiny. Destiny brings it across down to Ariana. Ariana, intended for Gray in the corner. A little wide. Out of bounds on white. And Rolla, 25, brings the ball into 20. 20 bringing it across. Destiny going out to meet her. And they get across the line, and there's a push. I think on Destiny. Yep, ref says 2-1. Push on White. So that's one foul for Rolla and one foul for the Knights. Rolla brings the ball in, 20, putting it up. Nope, no good. And Peyton Gray picking up the rebound, gives it out to Destiny. Destiny bringing it back. Passing to Terriana under the basket. She puts up a beautiful shot, folks. It's 12-3. Rolla 20. Meeting Destiny at the free throw line in her backcourt. She's racing down the far side, passing the ball, and it's too wide, so it's white ball. That pressure apparently worked for the Knights. Ariana bringing the ball in. Gives it to Destiny. She's bringing it back across. Destiny down to Gray in the corner. Gray driving through the defenders. Gives it to Destiny for three. And, close, but no good. And Gray tips the ball out to Ariana. Ariana puts shot up, missed it. And 20 with a rebound, make it a fast break all the way down. Hale grabs the ball at the end, and it's a jump ball. And so possession goes to Rolla. 20 inside to 5. 5 back to 20 on the far side. Cross court to 14. Outside the arc, putting the shot up, and it's out of bounds on Rolla. Knights ball. Destiny bringing the ball back across, driving around the defender, straight down to the paint, putting the shot up. Draws a foul, I believe. Ref says 2-5 with a block. I don't know if that's before or after the shot. Looks like before the shot, so Ariana's going to bring it in. The scoreboard does not show any fouls for the Knights, so maybe I was mistaken just a little bit ago, and that wasn't a foul on Destiny. I thought it was. All right, either way, 12-3, 20, bringing the ball across for Rolla. And bounce pass down to 5. 5 putting up a shot, no good. Hale with the rebound. And Hale passing it over to Destiny. Destiny putting the shot up, missed the shot. And Rolla grabbing the rebound, gives it to 14 for a fast break. She's going to slow it up, pass it out to 5. 5 going to turn around, and she's going to pass it up top. And tipped by Gray. Destiny picks it up, makes a fast break, puts a shot up. It's an alley-oop, and Peyton Gray grabs it and puts it back up for 2. It's 14-3. 20 bringing the ball down for Rolla. Swinging it to the near side. Bounce pass to 14. 14 driving to the elbow, puts it outside in the corner to 25. 25 passing it inside to 5, and it's tipped out of her hands, but Rolla keeps it. 10 picks it up. 20's got it. Passed it to 5. 5 giving it back to 20 up top, and Destiny stealing the ball. Beautiful spin there to get away. Puts the shot up, and that's a fabulous play. 16-3. Destiny scoring a basket after that steal and a fast break. That is a highlight reel there for Destiny. Look for that on the season-ending highlight reel at the sports banquet. All right, ball's out of bounds. It's going to be white ball. And Knights are sending in several subs. Nora Everson, Aaliyah Presley, and I'm not sure who all else is subbing in, but I think there's a timeout. So while we're on a brief timeout, let me see if I can get back to that keyboard, see what's going on. Pardon me, folks. I apologize for not being quite ready. I had some other stuff I had to do for tonight. Is actually senior night for Polk County Christian School, seniors. And so between the high school girls game and the high school boys game, we're going to have a brief recognition of our seniors for basketball players for PCCS. And so, one, we got in a little late because there wasn't anybody here to open the gym for us from Bolivar Middle School. We appreciate them letting us use the gym, and that's a huge help for us. But we were running a little behind. And 2, trying to make sure the sound and everything was set for the senior night. Put us behind just a little bit for the live stream, so I didn't get a chance to make sure everything's connected. Okay, Gray bringing the ball down for the Knights over to Ariana. Ariana to Everson. Everson to Hale. Hale over to Gray in the corner. And Gray swinging it around the defender. Pass it across court to Ariana. Ariana inside to Presley. Presley out to Everson. Everson intended for Gray. And there's 20 with a good steal. And making a fast break. And up to 14. 14 putting up a long shot. Missed the shot. And Everson with a rebound. Bounce pass over the head of the Rolla player. Gets it to Gray. Gray out to Hale. Hale going up for three. There's that signature three-pointer for Hannah Hale. That's her first of the night. She's starting to break those out. Hopefully we'll get to see more of those. Rolla bringing the ball back down. 20. Gets it across. Bounce pass to 10. 10 back up to 20. Down to 5 in the corner. And Ariana tips the shot. Everson grabs the tip. Passes it back out to Ariana. Ariana slowing it up. Gives it to Gray. Gray over to Hale on the near side. Hale driving around the defender. Down to the baseline. No shot. She's passing it out to Gray. Gray picks it up. She's going around. Puts it up to Ariana. Ariana back to Hale. Going around the defender again. Gives it to Gray. She's driving around the defender to the baseline. Puts a shot up and it's a miss. Presley picking up the rebound. Putting it back up. And there's a jump ball on the floor. Presley and one of the Rolla players on the jump ball. Possession goes to, looks like Knights. 14 taking a breather, and she's being subbed by, I think, 23. Ariana into Everson. Everson putting the shot up, and it's tipped by Rolla, so it's out on Rolla. It's Knights ball. Ariana going to bring it back in again. Gives it to Gray up top. No three-point shot. She's driving into the arc. Puts it over to Hale for a three-point effort. Hits off the backboard. And Gray picks it up. It goes around the inside of the rim. Ariana with a putback. Missed that. And the ball is on the floor. 20 picking it up. Hale down court to set up. And 20 puts shot up and missed. And it's out of bounds. It's white ball. 19-3 with a minute 53 seconds left in the first half. Gray bringing the ball across. Over to Ariana on the far side. Ariana down to Gray in the corner. Gray, she's going to dribble, gives it to Hale up top. Over to Ariana on the near side, and she's open. Puts it up for two, and that's a miss. Presley there on the rebound, and Rolla 5 grabbing the ball, so it's a jump ball. Possession goes to Rolla. 25 bringing the ball in for Rolla. Bringing the ball across. Down to 10, back up to 20, back to 5 in the corner, and the ball almost out of bounds, back up to 20 for a reset. She's swinging across to the near side, around the back, going down into the paint. Bounce pass intended for 33, and it's out of bounds, white ball. Hale into Gray to bring it across. Gray gets it across. Over to Autumn. Autumn intended for Hale. Gray. Gray got it. Driving along the baseline. Putting up a beautiful shot. Good play. 21-3. 20 bringing the ball back across for Rolla. 44 seconds left in the first half. 20 down the near side, swinging it back across the top, putting it over to 33 on the far side, back up top to 20. 20 over to 14. 14 putting up a long three, missed. Everson with the rebound and traveled. Apparently she was trying to get away from a jump ball, somebody trying to get hands on, and moved her pivot foot just a hair. All right, folks, I've got my keyboard. So during halftime break, I'll be able to get that scoreboard camera running again. And ball's in. Aaliyah Presley gets it over to Hale. Hale bringing it across. Down to Gray on the near side. Gray going up for an instant three. And look at that, folks. She's been unleashed to throws some threes down as well. Rolla bringing the ball in. They almost forgot to actually bring it in, and there they go. They keep it alive. 23. Oh! Good effort. Ball got stuck on the basket. Bear with me, folks, while I try and dial in that scoreboard for the display there. And 14 putting the shot up. And there's the buzzer. It's halftime, folks. All right, I'm going to get that scoreboard lined up. All right, I think we got that as good as we're going to get it for tonight. That'll work. We're going to go with that. So there's the scoreboard that we're going to have for the remainder of the game, folks. And I just want to share something with you real quick. Let me switch this screen over here. And, all right, folks. Bear with me. There we go. All right, folks. We want to pause for a moment and give a quick shout out to someone special in our Polk County Christian School family. She specifically doesn't want any special attention drawn to her, but the staff at Polk County Christian School would like to ask each of you to say a quick prayer to help her through the coming months. She's got some stuff going on that she's dealing with, and she could use all the prayers she can get, and we would appreciate anyone watching our live stream or attending our games to consider saying a quick prayer for her. Ma'am, please know that we all care deeply about you, and we know prayer can and does move mountains, and we hope this will help in some small way. We're with you. All right, folks. So it's halftime. Let's bring up the schedule for upcoming events for Polk County Christian School nights, and let's get that on the screen here. So I did not remove tonight's game. This is senior night for Polk County Christian School. Between the games, we're going to recognize our seniors on the basketball teams, and we're just going to leave this live stream going. So the senior night recognition will be included as part of this live stream. And then as soon as that's over, we're going to restart and do a reset for the next game, and we'll go live with a new broadcast for the high school boys game. And so tonight's game is Rolla Royals on the high school girls, and then the high school boys will be hosting Lake of the Ozarks Flames. And on February 12th, that'll be Thursday, away games at Lebanon, middle school boys, high school boys, playing PCCS, the Cross Christian School Lions. First game at 5:30. And last time we were there was no Wi-Fi, so we assume that may still be the case. And if that's still the case, we'll record those games and upload them later. And if there is Wi-Fi, obviously we'll just go live and try and live stream it. February 13th on Friday, high school girls, high school boys traveling to Lamont, Missouri, and going to visit Show Me Christian Angels. We played them right here at Bolivar Middle School earlier this season, and I don't have a reply from them yet on what their Wi-Fi situation is yet, so we'll see. If there's not Wi-Fi, again, just like always, we will record it and upload it later. If there is Wi-Fi, then we'll just live stream it. And then on February 17th, an away game, our last away game for the regular season, high school boys only, traveling to Springfield to play Trinity Christian Academy in Springfield. And that game, I believe there may be Wi-Fi there, so we will try to live stream that. But as always, just like tonight, even though we're live, we're also recording, making a backup copy. In case something happens with the Wi-Fi, we're still live. We've still got a recording. We could upload the full game later in case we get home and discover that the Wi-Fi is just not working. And then our next game, the rest of the games for the season, for the regular season, will be home games. February 19th, high school girls, high school boys, hosting TCCS from Lebanon here. That is the Cross Christian School out of Lebanon. Those games start at 6 o'clock, and those will be live. February 23rd, middle school boys, high school girls, high school boys, hosting Marshfield, CIA, Christians in Action. And those games start at 6 o'clock at the intermediate school. That's where we were last night, and we had Wi-Fi there as well. Had a problem with the camera showing the scoreboard last night. It kept fading in and out, and I think it has to do with the screen refresh rate. So we'll see if we can make some adjustments to that for the next game. And that's the last regular season games, is February 23rd. Then we go to the state championship. The girls are currently 11-1, I believe, for the season. I know they've only lost one game so far, and I believe it's 11-1. And so the girls' game, the girls will go to the state championship with a really good record. And the high school boys have a decent record as well. I'm not sure what their record is, but I know they've played pretty well this season, so excited to see them at the state championship also. And so that state championship tournament is in Joplin and Carthage, possibly also in Webb City, which is like a bedroom community of Joplin. And those games are February 26, 27, and 28. And those state championship games will be generally live streamed as long as there's Wi-Fi at the venue. And of course, if there's too many people there using the Wi-Fi, it's possible we may lose our signal, or the signal may just be so degraded that we can't live stream. And if that's the case, then we'll have a backup recording, like always, and we'll just upload that later. All right, so we're back for second half action. Got the score camera going now. The score is 24-3. Knights are back out on the court. Rolla's back out on the court. We appreciate Rolla making the hike all the way down here. I know that's a long drive. We made it up to Rolla earlier this season on a Saturday for a tournament. And it was a tri-team tournament for the boys, and the girls played one or two games, maybe just one. against Rolla. I don't remember the outcome of that game. And all right, second half action. Destiny bringing the ball in. She gives it over to Ariana. Ariana to Gray. Gray to Hale. Hale back to Destiny up top. Quickly across to Ariana. And Ariana inside to Gray. Gray turning around for a shot. It's a 2-point effort. That's a miss. 14 getting the rebound. And passing it over to 20 to bring it across. 20 coming back. Gives it back to 5. 5 down to 10 on the near side. And 10 down to 20 on the near, over across court to 5, and she puts a shot up. It's a miss, and 10 and Ariana in on that rebound, trying to get that missed shot, and so it's a jump ball. And apparently it's Rolla's ball. 20 bringing it into 25. Instant shot, missed it, but 20 going for the putback, and it was good, folks. I hope we got that on camera. I was busy tightening up the tripod. It fell a second time, so hopefully that's good. And, okay, Destiny bringing the ball across, gives it to Gray. Gray to Hale in the corner. Hale up to Ariana. Ariana back up top to Destiny, driving down along the paint, gives it to Hale. Steps out for a 3-point effort. Look at that, folks. A beautiful shot. Hannah Hale got the clearance, the green light to start throwing some more threes. All right. Rolla bringing the ball down. They put the shot up, and it's a miss and out of bounds on Rolla, so it's Knight's ball. Well, folks, I'm hoping that logo goes away. It's supposed to. Let's turn that off just a minute. There we go. All right, I'll use a different one. And Ariana over to Hale. Hale to Gray. Gray to Sandage. Sandage faking a shot and driving into the paint, and the ball's out of bounds off blue, so it's White's ball. And it's possible that that graphic may have just been super slow in stopping. All right, Ariana bringing the ball in. She gives it to Gray. Gray going around the defender, puts up a shot, missed it, and 20 getting the rebound. 20 making a fast break, and she's got a couple of defenders in front of her. She passes it to 10. 10, no shot, gives it up to 5. It's a loose ball, and Destiny trying hard to steal it. It's not a backcourt violation. Destiny was close on it and touched it. So Rolla's got the ball and gives it to 5. 5, jump shot from outside the arc. Good effort. 20 on the rebound, and the ball's out of bounds. It's White ball. Ariana brings the ball into Destiny. Destiny bringing it across. She's slowing it up. And over to Gray. Gray down to Sandage in the corner. Sandage to Gray inside. Turns around, puts a shot up. Little too close to the basket. Missed the shot. 20. Grabbed the rebound. Nope, that was 5 grabbing the rebound. And Sandage stole the ball, passed it, but Rolla was down court to get it. So Rolla got it back. 20 bringing it back across. Good play, but good awareness for Rolla as well. 14 putting up a 3-point effort, and it's out on Rolla. And Destiny bringing the ball back across. Down to Sandage, going up for a 3-point effort, and that's short. Rolla picking it up, making a fast break. She's wide open, folks. And that is 0-5, putting the shot up, missed. Good effort. Good fast break for Rolla. And 25, passing it up top to 20. Rolla keeping the ball, gives it to 5 on the far side. Back up top to 20. She's setting up for 3. Nope. Presses it inside to 5. 5 trying to pass it. It goes to Destiny. Nope. They got it. Kept it. Gives it to 14. 14 over to 5. 5 swinging around. And she's bounce passing inside to 20. Turns around, puts up a 2-point effort, and draws a foul. Good play. Rolla did well with that. Rolla going to the free throw line. It's 27-5 as Rolla shooting for 2. First free throw is good. Rolla's second free throw was a miss. Sandage clearing the board on that, gives it to Destiny. Destiny bringing it down over to Gray on the near side. Gray driving along the baseline, taking the screen, puts a shot up. It's a miss. 5 with the rebound, and there's a push. Maybe on Sandage. We'll see what the ref says. Yep, 0-0 according to the ref. All right, sub. Aaliyah Presley coming in for Caitlin Sandage. Rolla, 25, bringing the ball into 5. Over to 10 on the near side. 10 inside to 33, back up top to 5. She's driving down alongside the paint, puts up a jump shot. Good effort. 25 with a rebound, passing it out to 5, and there's a holding. Ref says on number 1, Hannah Hale with a holding there. Rolla brings the ball and gives it to 14. 14 trying to put the shot up. It was tipped, so no travel. And charging, I didn't see who that was on. Ref says blue 1-5. I thought that was a signal he gave. I don't see a 15 out there. It must have been 1-4. All right, Destiny bringing the ball in for the Knights. She's over to Ariana on the far side. Inside to Presley. Presley putting up a two-point effort and missed, and Rolla picks up the rebound. Rolla 5 bringing it across. Five over to 14, 14 to 25 in the corner. Hale there for defense. 25 driving along the baseline, going to put the shot up, and it's blocked by Ariana. Ariana with a steal there. And ball gets to Destiny for the fast break. Destiny driving down to the basket, can't get the shot off in time, and there's a holding called. Ref says 5. And sub number 20 coming in for Rolla. And looks like that holding call was before the shot. So Ariana's going to bring the ball in for the Knights. Ariana up top to Destiny. Destiny down to Ariana in the corner. Sets up for 3. Missed it. Gray clearing the board. And she puts it up for 2. Beautiful shot. 29-6. Rolla bringing the ball across. Down to 10 in the corner. 20 up to 33. 33 putting up an effort. Missed it. And Knights pass it over to Hale to bring it across. Hannah Hale slowing it up. Down to the Destiny on the near side. She's driving down to the baseline. And a double dribble. Seemed like there was a pause in the middle of that dribble, so I have to agree with the ref there. That'll be a good time for me to remind you folks on PCCS TV, I don't know the rules and I don't know the game very well, so I will never dispute the ref. All right. Aaliyah Presley clearing the board on the missed shot, gives it to Gray. Gray puts it out to Hale. Hale bringing it down for the Knights over to Gray. Gray down to Destiny in the corner. She's faking a shot, puts it up to Ariana for a long 2. And, yep, ref says 2 points. Her toes were on the line, but it doesn't matter. That was still a beautiful shot, folks. Rolla bringing the ball across. 0-5 up top with it. Driving to the free throw. Gives it to 20, who turns around, puts it up. And it's tipped out, I believe, on White. Yep, looks like it's going to be Rolla's ball. Rolla bringing the ball in. 20 passing it in, intended for 25. Peyton Gray grabbed the pass, gives it to Hale to bring across. Hale brings it across with no pressure and gives it to Ariana on the far side. Ariana looking to pass it inside, gives it to Everson. Everson turns around, puts a shot up, and it's a miss, and Rolla gets the loose ball on the floor. But Ariana picks it up during the pass, gives it over to Gray. Gray inside to Presley. Presley over to Everson. Everson down to Ariana. And Rolla tips the ball, so Ariana chases it down. Gives it to Hale for another three-point effort. Good shot, but it's out. And Rolla passing the ball out. Ariana gets it, but Rolla tips it out of her hands. That was a good steal. Folks, give credit where credit is due. Good play. And there's a foul. Ref says that's on 1-0. I'm guessing that's the Knights. That would be Nora. Yep, Nora Everson with a foul. That's 4 fouls for the Knights this quarter. One more foul, and Rolla goes to bonus, which if you're new to basketball, the way I understand it is whichever team has 5 fouls, whenever they foul again, the other team gets 2 free throws automatic. Okay, so number 20 bringing the ball in for Rolla. Gives it to 10. 10, well, I can't see, folks. There we go. I don't know what happened. All right. So it's Knights ball. Knights Hale bringing the ball into Gray. Gray bringing it across for the Knights and down to Autumn on the near side. Autumn passing it inside to Nora. Nora putting it straight up for 2. Missed the shot, and that was Gray with a putback. Missed that, and Rolla stealing the pat, getting the rebound, and passing it down court to 14. 14 brings it back up to 10 to 5. 5, bounce pass intended for 20, and it's out of bounds off one of the Knights, so it's still Rolla's ball. I don't think they intended on hitting the Knight. I think the Knight was trying to get in there and steal it, but it bounced off and went out of bounds. Rolla, 25, brings it into 5. 5, bounce pass, and Autumn Freilich trying to steal that. Good defense there. 10, passes it to 20, inside to 25. Cross court to, I can't tell who that was, 5, I think. And Rolla with a putback and drawing a foul. Foul on maybe Everson? I'm not sure, but that's 5 fouls for the Knights. We'll see what the ref says. That was on. White 1-0 with a foul. So the basket counts for 2, and Rolla was going to go to the free throw line anyway. But that's 5 fouls for the Knights. So now Rolla's in bonus. So anytime the Knights foul this quarter, they're going to get 2 shots. Hale putting up a buzzer beater. Oh, close. There's the end of the quarter, and I think the fouls are going to reset. We'll watch that scoreboard. Yep, the fouls have reset. Those are the zeros at the bottom of the scoreboard there. On your screen, it looks like 1 foul for the home team, but it's not. Trust me, it is actually 0-0. It shows up better on the bigger screen there. Let me see if I can fix that scoreboard. Folks, I don't think I'm going to be able to fix that. Again, I think that's kind of like last night. I think that's a product of the refresh rate, how often the camera refreshes. Let me get that centered back on my screen again. There we go. Now it doesn't agitate my OCD. All right. We're in fourth quarter action. 8 minutes left in regulation play. The score is 31-8. Knights on top. Hannah Hale bringing the ball in on the far sideline. She's passing it in to Peyton Gray. Gray back to Hale. Hale to Autumn. Autumn back out to Hale. Hale down to Gray in the corner. Gray cross court to Presley in the paint. Presley back out to Gray. Gray driving around the defender, puts up a 2-point effort, missed it, and Autumn picking up the rebound. She's going to dribble out, passes it to Gray. Gray setting up for three and missed that one. And the ball's out of bounds. Looks like it's Blues ball. Rolla bringing the ball in. 5 bringing it across. Down to 14 on the far side and 14 to 20 in the corner. 20, a bounce pass under the basket to 10. She puts it up. It's off the side of the backboard, and Gray picks up the loose ball, passing it, and there's a foul. We'll see what the ref says. Ref says 0-1 holding. Well, I don't see a 0-1 out there. I think he was doing his numbers backwards. I think that was on 1-0. Either way, it was on Rolla. So that's their first foul this quarter. 0-1 on the fouls on the scoreboard. And Gray over to Autumn. Autumn to Gray in the corner. Gray up to Hale. Hale back to Gray in the corner. She's going to dribble up top. Going around to the top of the paint and trying to put a shot up. 20. Just reached over. Grabbed the ball. That's that height advantage. Can't argue with that. It was fair. Nothing wrong with that. That was a good play on Rolla. Gray bringing the ball back across for the Knights over to Hale. Hale over to Autumn. Autumn driving around, and she's going to put it back up to Gray. Gray down to, to Hale. Hale down to Gray. Gray out to Autumn. Autumn back to Gray in the corner. And the ball's tipped out of bounds by Rolla 5. Rolla 33 subbing in for 14. Knights are sending in Ariana, Sandage, Rylan, and Destiny. Rylan Hood. Ariana bringing the ball in for the Knights. Over to Destiny. Destiny setting up for an instant three. It's off the back of the rim. 20 clearing the board on that. And 20 bringing it down. Driving straight down to the bottom of the paint and going to put the shot up. And Nora, good effort going for the ball there, but apparently that was a foul. Not arguing it, folks. I can't say it enough. I don't know the rules, and I don't know what she's allowed and not allowed to do, but that's what the ref is signaling. I'm going to assume that possibly she made contact with the shooter while going for the ball, and that's probably not allowed. Rolla's first shot's a miss. 20 on the free throw line. Second free throw. The score is 31-10. 6 minutes and 4 seconds left in the game. Second shot is a little short, so it's Knights ball. Ariana bringing the ball in for the Knights. Passing it into Destiny. Destiny bringing it across. And she's picking up some speed. Over to Rylan. Rylan faking a three. She's going to drive up top. Hands off to Sandage. Setting up for a three-point jump shot. And, off the rim, and it's out of bounds. Off the Knights, I believe. So it's Rolla's ball on the baseline. 25 going to bring the ball in. 14 subbing in for 10. 25 passing it into 5. 5 bringing it down. And 5 over to 14 on the far side. Bounce pass intended for 25. Ariana stole the bounce pass, puts a gentle layup up, and it's good for 2. 33-10. Rolla bringing the ball back across. 5 has the ball up top, swinging it to the near side. Bounce pass to 20. And 20 swinging it back up top. Bounce pass to 14. 14 bouncing it, intended for 25 again. Ariana stole the ball again. Gives it to Destiny. Destiny back to Ariana. Putting it up for 2. Sandage going for the touch and puts it back up. And good for 2. It's 35-10, I believe. Yep, there's the scoreboard. 35-10. Well, looks like my scoreboard camera, quit updating. So your score is not accurate, folks. I apologize for that. I didn't notice it had done that. Sandage putting the shot up, missed it. Rylan going for the putback, missed. And Rolla getting the rebound on the missed shot. 5 making a fast break. And Destiny with a holding call, I believe that was. So Rolla, 5, going to the free throw line, shooting for 2. Now, I see my problem with that scoreboard camera. It's not plugged into anything. So we'll fix that. Give me a minute. And there's a timeout. Players going to the bench. That's a good time for me to work on that. Put power on that camera and see if we can get that connected again. All right, folks, Rolla back on the free throw line. Well, I don't think that scoreboard camera is coming back right now. We're just going to shut that off. Apologies again for that struggle. All right. Score is still 35-10 here on the venue scoreboard. Ariana gets the ball, gives it to Destiny to bring it across. Destiny spinning around, gives it to Rylan in the corner. Rylan back up top to Sandage, and she's going to pass it out to Autumn. Autumn driving across the top, back up to Sandage. And Sandage to Ariana under the basket. She's passing it out to Destiny. Destiny down to the corner, no shot. She's going around the defender, puts it up, but it's good for 2. 37-10. Rolla bringing the ball across. I think that's 5 with the ball and travel. Yep. I think she knew she did it and she was waiting for the ref. All right, number 10 subbing in for 14. And Olivia Walker subbing in for Ariana or Caitlin. Looks like Ariana. Caitlin staying out. Rylan brings the ball into Destiny. Destiny brings it across. Inside, intended for Olivia, but I don't think we were communicating, so she wasn't aware, and Rolla picks the ball up, drive it down, passes it over, alley-oop for number 10, and it's out on Sandage, so it's Rolla's ball. Rolla brings the ball in. Bounce pass into number 10. 10, well, tipped it. I think Sandage tipped it, and Rylan ended up with it, and Rolla steals it, and now it looks like it's out of bounds. Well, almost. Rolla saved it from going out. Passes it to 5. 5, fast break, stops for a jump shot. Oh, folks, that should have been in, but it was out. It bounced around inside the rim. Sandage cleared the board on the missed shot, gives it to Destiny to bring it back. Destiny taking the screen around the far side, and there's a whistle on 2-0. That's Rolla's first foul this quarter. Destiny bringing the ball in, gives it to Sandage in the far corner. Sandage driving up top and passing it over to Autumn. Autumn bringing it around, and she's going to give it back to Sandage. Sandage inside to Destiny, who's under the basket. Destiny turns around, puts it up over the rim. 20 clears that missed shot. Passing it down to 10, who's open. Puts it up for an easy two-pointer on Rolla. All right, Autumn bringing the ball in for the Knights. Gives it to Caitlin. Caitlin to Destiny. Destiny bringing it down. 2 minutes, 16 seconds left in the game. Destiny brings it across. And she's passing it to Rylan under. And Rolla 20 jumped up and stole the pass. Good play. Number 5 driving down to the basket. And Sandage picks up the dribble. And Destiny trying to get the pass behind her head. Number 5 picks it up, puts a shot up, and it's a miss. So it's Knight's ball. There's a whistle. Hope Freilich coming in for Destiny, giving Destiny a breather. Autumn bringing the ball in for the Knights, gives it over to Sandage to bring it down. Sandage brings it across. Rylan going under the basket, turns around, puts a shot up, missed it. But Rylan getting the putback and missed that. 20 cleared the board, and she's got open court. Fast break all the way down, and what's the signal? Ref signaling on the floor. I think before the shot. I'm not sure. We'll see what the ref says. Yep. And timeout on Rolla. The signal was on Caitlin Sandage, 0-0, white. And so Rolla coming to the bench for a timeout with a coach. And the Knights taking a brief timeout. Folks, you're watching PCCS TV.
This broadcast is copyright Polk County Christian School, 2490 West Tower Drive, Bolivar, Missouri. Stop by our school to see what we are doing to provide a Christian education for students in our area. All rights reserved.
All right, folks. We're down to 1 minute 29 seconds left in regulation play, and the score is 37-12. I think it's a foregone conclusion how the game's going to end. We're just not sure of the final score. And I hate to say that for Rolla because they've sure had their heart out there on the court tonight. Those girls have not given up, and that's what we want to see. Everybody playing hard. Everybody's had good sportsmanship. We love that. As always, Polk County Christian School Knights, spectators, families, and staff strive to present a Christian example at all times, both on and off the court. Rolla brings the ball in, gives it to 20. 20 puts it straight up for 2. Good shot. Autumn bringing the ball into Sandage to bring it down. Sandage bringing the ball across. And there goes Rylan under the basket, gets that pass, and the ball's almost out. Autumn chasing it down, puts it up to Sandage, and they were going to try the same thing, but the defenders were ready for that time. Rolla, I think, has caught on to that, what's going on there. Now it's Hope going for it, and the ball's out of bounds. Nope, tipped out by Blue, I think. 14 subbing in for Rolla. We'll see what the ref says on possession. Yep, looks like it's white ball. Sandage going to bring the ball in for the Knights under their own basket. Sandage putting it into Hood. Hood swinging it around top. And she's going to put it over to Autumn. Autumn over to Sandage. Sandage driving down to the baseline. No shot. She's going to pass it inside to Walker. And Walker trying to put the shot up, draws a foul. I think Olivia going to the free throw line shooting for 2. Nope, it's just possession to the Knights. Okay, Sandage bringing the ball in again. She's putting the ball way up top to Rylan, and, well, it's a backcourt violation. It's across the midcourt line. Rylan couldn't quite reach up for the pass, so it's Rolla's ball on the near sideline right in front of the score table. 39.3 seconds left, folks. Again, as soon as this game's over, we're going to leave the broadcast going, and I'm going to step away for a minute and manage the microphone for the senior recognition between games. And as soon as that's over, we'll do a reset and get ready for the boys' game. They'll have a, 12, 15-minute warm-up period. All right, folks, Rolla's got the ball in, 20, driving along the baseline, putting the shot up, and it's no good. And Walker trying for the rebound. It ends up getting tipped over to 14. She puts the shot up, and it's good. So it's 37-16, 11 seconds left. Sandage bringing the ball across for the Knights. 3 seconds, Sandage. Over to Autumn. Autumn, well, the ball's on the floor. And, folks, that's a final score, 37-16. All right, folks, thank you so much for tuning in to PCCS. And we'll be back for the boys' game here in a bit. What will you miss most about playing high school basketball? The team. We don't have the most players and we aren't the best, the absolute best, but we work hard and have fun playing basketball. Who was your biggest supporter throughout your basketball journey? Coach Burton. Somehow he is still my coach after all this time. What are your plans after graduation? Join a trade and be an electrician's apprentice. How would you describe your senior year in one word? Short. What's your most embarrassing or funniest basketball moment? Getting tripped by my own brother. If you could replay one game from your career, which would it be and why? Ben says the first one. We were all new to the game and pretty bad, but I bet we could beat that team now. What's your favorite bus ride memory? None in particular. If you had to compare your playing style to an NBA or WNBA player, who would it be? Ben says, I don't think I've ever watched a full NBA game. What's your favorite pregame meal or ritual? Don't eat pregame. You'll regret it later. And who on this team makes you laugh the most? Alden Gardner. All right, thank you, seniors, for your hard work and dedication. And a card. All right, and Rolla and Lake of the Ozarks, at this time, Polk County Christian School Coach Burton would like to invite all seniors and their parents from all schools in attendance tonight out to center court for a moment of prayer over the seniors. So, Rolla and Lake of the Ozarks, if seniors and parents would like to come out, and parents of seniors, if you'd like to come out on the court, we'd love to share a moment with you, please. So at this time, go ahead and work your way out to the court, please.